Hi, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Lasorsa. I'm here with producer Scott Sledgester. We want to give a shout out to Nolan Carruthers' beautiful wife, Michelle. She had major back surgery Thursday. Nolan's with her now. Everything went extremely well. She's already home, believe it or not, folks. She was able to walk on her own. She was having problems with numbness in her legs and everything, and they found a small tumor at the base of her spine. But everything went great. So, Michelle, fantastic news. Way to go, honey. You deserve it. Nolan, now you can take a deep breath, take care of your lovely bride, and I'll struggle to hang on from here. All right, first round of top 8 matches, folks. Bowler on the left will lead the match. So we got Mike Vasquez bowling Jim Mosier on 15 and 16. Lenny Nunez bowling Lance Richard, 17 and 18. And Ron Hall is going to bowl Oscar Wang. All right, guys, let's go. Bowler on the left leads. Good luck. Our champion today will win $2,379. This weekend, the pattern was Highway to Hell, a Kegel sport pattern, 40 feet, which we really haven't been on in about a year and a half. And it was interesting that it seemed like the ball speed was super critical on this pattern. The bowlers that didn't overthrow the ball and just got through the ball and rolled the ball had a really good reaction, but the pattern went away rather quickly. We kind of saved these lanes up here at the higher end of Coal Creek and Lafayette, so the players had a decent condition to bowl on, but this will not last. So they're going to have to get it while they can. That was a great shot by Oscar Wang.
Some of the guys were already starting to make adjustments through their practice.
Have to. Yeah, no doubt about it. Jim Mosier, nice shot. That's the closest match, lanes 15 and 16. Difference between Mike Vasquez and Jim Mosier is 1 pin. Ooh, wow, that went straight. I'm shocked. All right, so Lenny opens in frame 1. And the first time you'll see Lance Richard. Lance actually had a great week last week, Scott, in our national singles. Tied for 5th, which in that event paid him $1,000. So he had a great weekend.
Absolutely.
And those top 3 last week, oh, man. How close can you get? All right, Jim Mosier.
Well, I know he ended up with 2nd here, but Noah Gallegos had the weekend of his career last weekend.
Yeah, a lot of those guys bowled so well. Of course, Ron Hostler was unconscious. And Henry Gonzalez Jr. had the best set he's ever bowled with me, and actually lost out in 2nd place by 1 pin.
Yeah, but
the great bowling.
That was exciting.
Yeah, great shooting. And we've just made it official that our next regional, ABT regional in Denver, will be right here at Coal Creek Lanes, September 21st to the 23rd. Nice. That'll be Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. Because it's a 24-lane center, we'll do a 3-game format, but still go 2-hour squads, and we'll pack it and we'll rock and roll. So that'll be fun.
I like this house.
I love this house. It's nice and wide, got plenty of room. Bowlers have a lot of room in the set area. Spectators have a lot of room in the back.
The place is well lit. There's good internet here. I've
even
got
a
room
restaurant
to set up.
You can probably seat, what would you say, about 50 or 60 in a restaurant with no problem. And it's wide open, so the people in the restaurant can see what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
And it's not that far from the metro.
Oh. Nice shot. Ron Hall starts with a double. Oscar goes spare. Remember, he's got to spot Oscar 48 pins. Wow.
Yeah, if you live on the north
side. Looks like a hold. Oops. All right, shake it off.
If you're living on the north side of the Denver metro, coming to Coal Creek is no worse than going to Littleton.
Absolutely. No, you're right. And you know why? Because we got construction everywhere. I think they do it on purpose. They go, well, you got construction down here, you got construction up there. What can we do to drive these people crazy? Oh, let's do something over here. Oh, my God, please. And now, to get here, I normally come up Indiana, the western straight through past Old Rocky Flats. They're going to redo 72nd and Indiana now, starting tomorrow. They're going to tear it all up. Oh, yes, they are. They're doing it to me because they know my schedule. They're doing it on purpose. I'm telling you. Oh, I'll take that. Huh?
They're resurfacing my neighborhood, and that's bad enough.
Oh, that's peanuts compared to the garbage you're doing around here. The only reason they don't do Stepniak's neighborhood is he's so good friends with Ritter that he gets whatever he wants.
Right now, Stepniak's shooting him this death glare.
Right now, he's saying to himself, "I hope he has 5 ties, and we don't get out here at 11:45 tonight."
My son would not be happy. Where he's waiting for me to get home so we can go have dinner.
Yeah. Wow. Jim Mosier is lined up. And Jimmy can throw the ball hard and straight, but he's deadly accurate. And as his pattern starts to go away, if he can maintain that ball speed, he's going to have a pretty good look. And Lenny Nunez, great shot. All right, very good. So that match is just about even scratch. So 1 mark difference with handicap. And Ron Hall with a 3-bagger, but he's got to keep maintaining that because he's got to eat that handicap up or he's in deep doo-doo. Oh, ow! Nolan, did you see that shot? It looked just like you. Mike Vasquez caving in the big 4. 1 pin at a time. But again, I want to thank General Manager Chris Meska and his staff here. Cliff Moxon, head mechanic here, another great job. Always a pleasure to come up to Cold Creek. Ooh. Mike leaves a 4-pin. Ron going for a 4-bagger. Run. He kind of ran it out. He was like well, I'll be nice. He liked it. Let's put it this way. He liked it when he let it go. He had that little hop in his step going, yeah, baby, just carry. That's all you got to do. And I'll tell you what, Oscar is hanging tough. 3 spares and a strike. Now Stepniak's going to text. He's 13 inches away from me, but he's going to text my phone. Thank you very much. Yeah. Nice. Ooh, good shot. All right, so his string ends at 4, but a good ball. Okay, Lance, will it hold on? Yep. All right, good shot. Very good. So Lenny started with a single pin miss. I believe it was a 4-pin, but then he went spare strike. Jim Mosier, one of our original members. Good spare, right?
Well, you said Ron was going to have to find religion to get past this.
I think he's found it.
I think so, too.
All right, let's see if Lenny can double here. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. And Jim Mosier, clean so far, leaves a 1, 2, got a little wide. No problem with his spare.
Yeah, through 5 frames, Jim is clean, yeah. So he's
got a strike of 107 and a 5th to Mike's 109. Wow, that's a very close match. That'd be fun to watch.
Right now, there's a 1-pin difference between them.
All right, Lenny with a 3-bagger. Putting the heat on Mr. Richard. Lance from Arvada, just south of here. I actually bowled Wheat Ridge in Sunday morning doubles league and saw us bowling on occasion coming in for the special entry squad Sunday morning, and he went, I think I can do this. Mm-hmm. And it took him a while to make a cut, and now that he's gotten that under his belt, he's bowling better and better, more relaxed, and he's learning. Okay, a little high. He's learning the importance of surface and ball speed and accuracy, of course, but he's getting there. He's much better than he was when he joined a couple months ago. All right, Jim Mosier makes it difficult 3-9. And Oscar Wying, nice shot. Oscar Wying is still clean. If he was bowling Stepniak, he'd be up 100 pins now. You know that? It's incredible. Uh-oh, my phone's burning. Of course you're going to say that, Joe. Nice shot by Mike Vasquez. Ooh, Ron wasn't real sure about that, but that ball came up real sweet. Ron on a 279 pace, 4-bagger spare strike. Lance just a little bit light, leaves a 139. He's got to get it going because Lenny's lined up after that early open. He's going spare 3-bagger. Mike Vasquez looking at double, and he does. Good shot. And Ron Hall, boy, I'll tell you what, we got some guys that are lined up right now. I'm not going there. Ah. All right, come on. You got to learn that it's never over. Regroup. Throw a good shot. Ooh. Oscar Wying, 479, and he was on a strike. That hurts. That was a good shot. And Lenny going for a 4-bagger right in front of us here on 17 and 18. Well, let's sit. Yep. Hooked up, left himself to 3-9. And Jim Mosier. 3-5-6. And yep, it did recover in time to make that. Got ourselves a barn burner there on 15 and 16, folks. And everybody in the top 8 is a champion. Haven't seen that in a while, so that's good. Sit? Nope. Nope. All right, so he's open. 113 in the 6th, I believe. Yep. And Lance has 80 in the 6th. What a 9-pin advantage. Lenny's still up 24. And Oscar, little mixer, leaves the 6. Again, the 3 bowlers that fail to advance today will receive $125. And then we get into the mega pot for our remaining 5 players, with our champion today winning $23.79. Nice shot by Lenny Nunez. And Jim Mosier, Mike Vasquez are battling it out over here on the left. Jimmy leaves the 5-9. Ooh, thought he was going to chop it, but he covered. I think Jim thought the same thing. Well, I think I'm going to chop the 5 right off the 9, but he was very fortunate. So he's got 142 in the 7th, spare in the 8th. Oh, 5-pin by Lance. Okay, let's see. Mike's working on a strike. He could really make a statement here if he could throw this one. Maybe. Oh. Little low, so he leaves at 10. Ron Hall, 5-pin. And no. Lance. Come on, stay focused. As he gets more and more experience, he'll feel much more relaxed, and he'll be fine.
Lance's family sitting behind us.
Yeah.
They're
in agony. It's tough watching.
Yeah, shared their disappointment.
Yeah, that's all right. He's taking steps. He's gone from finally making the semis to having a great finish last week in our national singles. Good ball. There we go. And these things will come. Ron Hall. He can go 258 if he throws the last 4 here. Oh, it did come up high, 4.67.
That won't be an easy one to pick up.
Well, it's almost impossible. Get to 2 and hope for the best. Unfortunately, he did it in the 9th frame. So if he does get 2, he's going to have 204 with an open in the 9th. Oh, Lenny, that was a great shot. Leaves a 9-pin. Uh-oh. Oh.
That looked like it was starting to float left.
Looked. I didn't think he had a chance. Thank God he threw the ball at Mach 5.
You got a straighter angle than I do.
Yeah. All right, Oscar Wang, 9th frame on lane 20. Oh, he went almost through the face, carries a strike.
Carried out a 4, 6, 7, 10.
Why not? 140, 160, 180.
Well, with handicaps adjusted, Ron is only up by 6 pins going into the 10th.
And if Oscar could throw the first one here, he's going to be up 4. Finish. Great shot. All right, first ball in the 10th for Oscar Wang. Yes.
He gets it.
Wow. Oscar, 2 good shots here. He can shut him out. He throws this one, he's up 14.
Over on 15, Jim leaves that 10 pin here. At start off his 10th frame.
Yeah, so the best he can do if he goes spare strike, he shoots 197 scratch.
But that's still our closest match.
Yeah.
Right now, separated by 1 pin.
You can go 221 with handicap, which would force Mike to mark in the 10th. He makes it no problem. Jim, a very good bowler. And Oscar looking to double and really put heat on him. Oh.
Goes Brooklyn and picks up 9.
Yep, leaves it 3-pin. Okay, Lance, unfortunately, he's got 117 in the 9th. His match is pretty much over. Okay, here's the situation. 69. Best Oscar can do is what, 2. Great shot. 189 and 56. Shoots 245. The best Ron Hall can do is 234. So Ron Hall gets beat. He's going to throw a good game, but Oscar Wang throwing one of the best games he's thrown in quite a while. Defeats one of our hottest top master players. So Ron will go home tied for 6th, $125, as will Lance Richard of Arvada. And our only match now looks like Mike Vasquez is going to survive a great game. Jim Mosier will go home in 5th place. So our first rounds are over. Of course, Ron's going to punch.
Well, he's just proving your rule.
FBAC.
Yep.
All right. So Lance shoots 136 scratch, 175 with handicap. And of course, Ron punches out for 234. Great game. But Awesome game there, folks.
242,
Oscar Wying beats
245.
Ron Hall 245-242.
Wow.
And Mike Vasquez outlasts Jim Mosier 239-221. And Lenny Nunez finishing up here. Ooh, another 9-pin.
He's not happy with himself about that.
Thank God he didn't need it. Oh, you don't care. I would not be upset. I am lined up. If I can hit the pocket that strong, you got me all day. I'm good. So now we're going to bring in our second seed, Ely Henry, right here in Lafayette. He's going to bowl our lowest remaining seeded player, which is Oscar Wying. Ooh, hello. So they're going to bowl that on 15 and 16. And on 19 and 20, Mike Vasquez will bowl Lenny Nunez. All right.
Lenny ends up with 192,
192 scratch.
219.
Yep. Excellent. All right, so there's our first round matches, folks. Round 2 will be coming to you in just a moment. We're down to 5 bowlers. Again, we're here at Coal Creek Lanes in Lafayette, Colorado, just north of Broomfield, again, north of Denver. And we'll be back in just a moment, so stick around. Hi, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Lasorsa with producer Scott Sledgister. We're here for round 2 at Coal Creek Lanes in Lafayette, Colorado. 5 bowlers remaining. Right now, our second seed, Ely Henry, takes on our lowest remaining seeded player, who's Oscar Wying of Aurora. Ely from right here in Lafayette, but originally joined the ABT in Seattle-Tacoma branch years ago. And been down here a number of years, but bowls sparingly, but I'm sure a lot of that has to do with his job situation, but it's good to see him. So he comes up with the 2-8, a little bit light. Mike Vasquez, on the other hand, bowling good friend Lenny Nunez. And there's only a 4-pin difference over there. Both of these bowlers have bowled at Centennial Lanes in Longmont for a while. And okay, no problem with the 10. So Mike carries his 10. And Lenny Nunez.
When Lenny wants to, well, not when he wants to, but when he gets locked in and focused, he's hard to beat.
Oh, well, you can say that about everybody, honestly. And if they didn't do that this weekend, they wouldn't be here. So they've all had good weekends. Well, he crossed over and carried. Then you need a little luck, too, and we'll take that all day. Especially when he's bowling Mike.
Sure.
Because he's just going to be sticking the ice pick in, twisting it a little bit.
Well, Mike knows you want him back on Mike, so he's just.
Oh yeah, no, don't bet on that.
He's just like, oh, I'm not going. I'm not talking. I'm bowling.
He wants to win this so bad. Nolan's probably laughing with Michelle back home, and then they're going, "Yeah, Mike, keep winning. Leave Nick out there to dry. That's all right." Ooh, Oscar fails to hit that pin. Takes out the 2-8, but leaves a single pin. So, again, Oscar's job is to close frames, and Ely's going to have to throw strikes. Oop, that walked up on him. It looks like the left lane 19 is hooking up earlier than 20. Because Lenny pretty much thought he threw the same ball, but it hooked up, left him to 3-10, the baby split. And second frame for Oscar Wying, lane 15. And oh, here we go.
Wow, he went
a high cave-in.
He went straight in and still got the strike.
Yeah. That was the killer against Ron Hall. Ooh. Okay, Lenny fails to get that ball to finish, so he's open in the second. 28 with an open.
Well, if you're going to do an open.
Vasquez on a spare. Yeah, you know, it's going to happen, especially, like I said, as this pattern transition. It's going to get ugly. Ely Henry, great shot. Again, he's able to throw the ball a little bit harder and straighter and get the ball to sit. And that was just a great shot right there. And Mike Vasquez, boom, great shot.
You know, I'll be honest, I'm actually now really excited about this regional now that it's going to be here.
Why?
Because this is one of the centers I actually can do things with.
Oh, cool.
I actually can work better in one of these than like Littleton. I have a hard time with Littleton.
Yeah.
Because it's just one elevation. It's cramped. There's not a lot of room. There's 14 million chairs.
Yes.
And you can't stack them.
Well, that's what's so great about this place. Just like Arapahoe, it's got the wider concourse.
Yep.
All right, Mike Vasquez, spare double. See, he doesn't want to be behind the mic today.
Well, and these guys aren't cheap. They bought more than 4 light bulbs.
No.
I mean, come on.
I'm going to be nice. So you can actually see what you're doing.
AMF buys a case of lights and spreads them out across the state.
Not going there. I refuse to go there. Okay. Any of you guys, the corporate attorneys, I'll give you Scott's home phone number and his work phone number. Look at this. Ooh. I thought he was going to kick that 10-pin out.
Actually, the head of VR lives in Denver.
And 310, maybe split for Oscar Wang. And Lenny, no problem with the 10, good shot. So he's down 12, actually he's down 22 scratch. No, I take that back. He's down 8 scratch.
Well, the chat room is doing their picks.
Ooh.
And right now, Mike Vasquez is getting the votes.
Sure. Get him on the air for a couple weeks, and now he's the crowd favorite. I know how this works. He has been throwing the ball good, too. That helps. Lenny, will it? No. You see, now right there, where he threw the ball the last time, the ball sat hooked up early, so now he figured, okay, I'm going to send it a little bit further right. And actually threw it too far right and a little harder, and the ball never recovered, so he leaves a 1-2-4-7. And Oscar Wang, light, and there he kicks out the 7, leaves just a 5.
Well, you said I got first pick, so I'm going to pull a Nolan and go with Jason Freely.
Sure you are, you dirtbag. So I will take, let's see, since there's 4 left, and knowing how the bowling gods work, I'm going to take Vasquez. If he can't sit here and do the show with me, he might as well win.
Yeah, looks like Philip's going to take you.
No, he's not. I already took him, and I carry more weight than he does.
Okay.
Take Stepniak. See? So you're already out of it.
Once again, Stepniak's sitting here shooting glaring.
Ooh, lucky he didn't leave it at 10 with that. 1-2-8 for Mike. And Neely Henry. Sit. No. Ooh. Wow. 5-count bucket with the 10-pin. But was he on a strike? I believe he was, so the count not a factor at this point, but not the easiest spare to make. A lot of different ways to leave pins. And meanwhile, Mike Vasquez, ooh, he takes that out. Oh, there he goes. Ely Henry just chopped that, so he's got 63 in the 4th. So right now he's only up 6 pins on Oscar. Scratch, so he's down 24. And Mike Vasquez just trying to stay clean and close frames here. Ooh, that was a pretty good shot. All right, Mike, he too also, he saw what happened to Lenny, and he tried to firm it up and go a little bit right, and the ball didn't recover. Leaves a 1-2-4.
I don't think Mike likes 19.
Yeah. Hey, he's closed every frame so far. And, okay, Ely, no problem with the 6. Oscar's had all kinds of jobs, been retired for a while, but of course he's retired from the military. He was an inspector for the city of Aurora. And he had a couple other things going on. So now he relaxes by gambling like hell. Goes to all the ABT events in Vegas. And, of course, loves Sam's Town. Stays there whenever he can. Has fun. Maybe. Oh, okay.
2 straight in.
6-10. And Lenny. Lex looks. Will it? Yes. Nice shot. Very nice. 64 and a fourth with a strike. So Mike is up 20 scratch. And there's a 4-pin difference. So he's up 16, but he can cut it to 6 if he can double here. Tournament leader's bored. He stopped practicing. He wants to sit in and see the action firsthand. And, ooh, Oscar reps the 6 around the 10. Lenny changed equipment. Now, see, that ball read early. So now he's got a ball that doesn't read at all, or reads late, and now this one reads early. So Jason Fridley's here taking notes. So what do you think so far? Jason looks at me and went, okay. I'm good.
A man of many words.
Yes. Ooh, there's Oscar. Okay, comes back with a strike after that open. But Healy Henry, I would kind of be worried about Bolin Neely. Only because he can throw the ball harder and straighter. He can hold that line when it starts to break down. And he's a good player. So you almost got to give him an advantage right now. But, of course, tournament leader's going to have something to say to that. That was a good shot. Leaves at 10. So, fortunately, I don't have a set of headphones or a mic on Jason Fridley, so I can really get ugly. And everything he says to me, don't do that. Yeah, go ahead, give it to him. So now he's going to come in, and I'll ask Jason. I'll ask you the same question I asked you before. You've seen our 4 bowlers up here, and eventually you're going to get one of them.
Yep.
Who do you not want to bowl right now?
Well, yeah, it seems like the first one would be Oscar because he does have a higher handicap than I do. And not really knowing the lanes at the moment, I couldn't tell you how I would bowl here.
So you're completely worthless is what you're telling me.
Basically, right now, I am completely worthless. You are correct. Not until I can see what's happening here. Until I get on the lane and throw the ball and get rid of some of these nerves that are kind of creeping up.
Yeah, that's good. That's all right.
Another good shot.
And these questions just helps so much with the nerves.
Oh, of course. Of course.
I'm trying to keep him loose. Come on.
If you're
He's
not
been here
loose-
before.
Yes, I have been here.
Once you get up there, that was a nice ball.
Very nice ball
He's
by
got
Lenny.
a great reaction on lane 20. You won't have to worry about that because you'll be on 17 and 18.
The lanes that aren't being rolled on, by the way, right now.
Well, you are very astute. You know?
I like to be observant.
Especially since they're dark. That
Yes.
gives you a hint. Oh. Huh?
See, now those are the type
steamroller.
of shots. The
Yep.
steamrollers, the snow plows, those are the things
Yeah.
I got to worry about.
United Mine Workers. Get that light on.
Yeah, I might need that third eye
That's
going for
it.
me myself.
Absolutely. Yeah. Gave that
Lenny.
a little. Nice.
All right, that was a very
What
nice
great
shot. All right, Lenny.
Got a good look. So he doubles.
See, I've taken Lenny as my pick several times, and it's always been disastrous for him. So that's why I didn't.
Is that why you did?
Oh.
You're such full of crap.
Oh. So
did take you.
I'm the click. Oh, oh.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't always
So
work
I
that way.
get the curse.
It doesn't
this time.
always work
Is that what
way?
it is?
Funny you
The
should say
last
that.
time I picked first, I won. So
That
you
was
know,
1978.
Ooh.
All right, Mike.
I was 7, and my folks took me up to Chicago to visit Nick.
Oh, thanks. Thank you very much. Wasn't quite there yet.
Oh well, I was in Peoria, so
Yeah. Actually, one of my best state finishes was in Peoria. Landmark Bowl?
Landmark.
Landmark Bowl state tournament.
Yep.
Finished 9th all events. Not bad.
That's a fun center.
Yeah, it was. It was enjoyable. It really was.
They did our high school lock-in there, so we got locked in overnight. We had bowling center, the racquetball courts,
Sure.
the movie house.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
All right, so 6-pin for Mike. Nice shot.
That was a nice ball.
I think Ely's starting to assert himself here, and he's going to have to. Still got to spot him 30 sticks, and he's only got 2 frames to go. You don't want to get a little lackadaisical here. All right, so Mike Vasquez has 160.48 with a spare. Lenny on a double. Actually, he's up. Well, he can increase the lead by like 26 if he throws another one here. Ooh, that went high. He was lucky. 3.69. One wouldn't have to shoot that for a living as a right-hander.
It is a tough leave.
And meanwhile, Lenny Nunez here, working on a 3-bagger to ninth, trying to put Mike Vasquez away.
Ooh.
Now that was high all the way, leaves a baby split, 310. So there's a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel for Mike Vasquez.
Eli.
Ooh! Just couldn't get all of it. So Ely Henry's open in 9th. Yep, 157. If Oscar closes a frame here, he's going to be up 14 going into the 10th. Meanwhile, Lenny Nunez fails to convert the baby split. So he's got 160 open in the 9th to Mike Vasquez's 184 possibly. So 24, and he's spotting 4. He's down 20 pins. That open pretty much cost him the match. So Lenny's going to go home tied for 3rd. Or tied for 4th, I'm sorry. Then he leaves a bucket. So that open pretty much took him out of it. It lost his focus. That was pretty obvious. He looked at his body language. So with 5% of the megapot, Lenny's going to go home with $385. Not bad. And meanwhile, this match to our left is not over yet. Oh, Oscar threw a horrible shot this time. Tried to guide it. So he's got 128 open in the 9th to Ely Henry's 157 open in the 9th. So he is now down 29. Basically, it's an even match, and each bowler has the 10th frame to finish. So if Ely Henry can match Oscar's 10th frame, he'll win. And
Joe is sitting to the right of us, so
With a very evil grin on his face.
he does have a very, very evil grin right now.
well, he's a sadistic individual. He really is. Which is why they threw him out of Stanley Lake High School, and I can understand it.
Oh.
Nice shot.
Good shot, Mike.
If we pay you badly, will you
Yeah, he's the
leave
only
too?
teacher that they paid him more money to get out.
Wow.
And the funny part was, if you know Aaron Franks was a student of Joe's, which is why he left rather quickly.
Oh.
So Lenny Nunez is going home, and let's see over here. Again, he did it again. He pulled the ball.
Again. Oh.
So now, all Ely Henry needs is 8 pins in the
8 pins?
10th frame.
Yep.
And as good as he is, I gotta like his chances.
Yep.
Great shot by Mike. So he's going to shoot. He shoot 224.
227
No, that's with handicap.
with handicap.
Oh, he could shoot 214 scratch
214 scratch.
and 237. Yeah. Absolutely correct. Philip David learning how to do basic math right here on the show. Oh, but he did have a teacher to his.
He
Right.
does have a teacher to his right.
A businessman, no doubt.
Oh, a businessman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Joe's only had 1 scoring error in the last 20 years. And let's see. Ely, no problem. Okay,
There you go.
so Lenny Nunez and Oscar Wine go down. Now we're down to 3 bowlers. Our tournament leader sitting to my right. And he gets to watch the semifinal match right in front of him, which will be Ely Henry and Mike Vasquez. Ely Henry gets 26, Mike gets 23, 3-pin match. And then you're right there too with 21, so it's all 3 of you are basically scratch, which
It'll
is
be a
nice.
scratch. Yeah, it'll be nice.
All right, so we're going to step aside, folks. Round 2's over, and when we come back, Ely Henry, our second-seeded player, is going to take on third-seeded player Mike Vasquez of Wheat Ridge. And again, you're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at Coal Creek Lanes in Lafayette, and we'll be back in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Lasorsa, Philip David filling in, one of our floor directors here. And it's close to his house because I don't know if he's got a driver's license anymore or not. But anyway, we're a semifinal match. We got our second seed, Ely Henry, right here in Lafayette, taking on Mike Vasquez, a seasoned veteran champion, right now living in Wheat Ridge, our third-seeded player. 3-pin difference between these 2 bowlers, and Ely has the 3-pin advantage. He will lead the match, so they're going to shake hands, and here we go. In all fairness, Philip David's with me off and on probably for about the last 10 years, I would think, or more. Yeah. So, him and his wife Denise has graciously come out and given us a hand here, doing a good job. Okay, first ball, Ely Henry. Oh, I thought he was going to carry out that 10. The lanes are starting to get a little toasty in the track area here. And like I said, you would think Ely would have the slight advantage. He can throw harder and straighter. Yes. But still got to close frames. Ely from right here in Lafayette now, but again, joined the ABT in Seattle, Washington years ago. Now lives in Lafayette, and he's joking. He bought a brand new car, and the taxes were like $700. So he says, I got to make another $100 and I'm good. Get them taxes paid for. What's that?
He's moving to Fort Collins.
Oh, wow. Oh,
So
need
he
moving
said,
expenses too.
Yeah, he needs that too.
Sure. All right, first frame for Mike Vasquez. He's throwing a little bit harder. He crosses over, but he carries. So 2 right-handers that want to be left-handers.
Yep.
Yeah, Mike can throw a double here. We'll take a 7-pin lead. Again, the handicap only 3-pin difference. The winner of this match will take on our tournament leader, Jason Fridley of North Glen, and they'll only be spotting, or no, they'll be getting anywhere from 2 to 4 pins is it. So these remaining 3 players, averages are right there, right next to each other. Okay, frame 2, Mike Vasquez. Will it hold? Nope. And fortunate just to leave the 3-pin. Mike has won a title here at Coal Creek. Last year it was his 11th ABT title. And Mike's probably been with me for going on probably 25 years, I would think. So,
You know, it just occurred to me who I didn't see here today, the proprietor, Sky Hiddle.
yeah. No, you know why? They're in. He's bowling Syracuse this week. A lot of the teams that bowled that PBA Experience League here, this was their week to go to Syracuse. So you didn't see Jason Moore, you didn't see Sky Hiddle. Obviously, Rob Warner had already gone. I'm trying to think of who else, but yes, you're right. Those guys are here when we're at their house.
Yeah,
you know they're here, and it's noticeable when you don't see them. Ooh, didn't come up. Leaves a 1-2-8. Yeah, Sky's been tough to beat anywhere lately, but here especially, he bowls really well here.
Well, I just remember last time we were here, we were joking about putting a sign up to just rename the place in his honor.
Joe, in his honor. and the owner will say, and he gets to pay the bills too. All right, I like that.
I'm bowling with him this fall here.
And that should cover him easily. All right, no problem there. So Ely Henry goes spare, 17 in the first. So far he's given up 3 pins to Mike, which means the match is dead even with 8 frames to go. That's going to sit. And, oh, I thought he was going to kick the 4 out. Just high enough where he couldn't quite get the 4 out. If you remember the last time we were up this far north, we were at Centennial. It was about 3 weeks ago now. And we ran into that hailstorm at the end of the tournament. And then it kind of subsided, and we were able to load the vehicles and going south on 287, and all of a sudden it emptied up on us again, and we didn't have a place to pull over. But as fast as it came down, as fast as it stopped. Yeah. Weird. Really weird. So we said, oh, the heck with it. We'll go to Olive Garden and have a couple toddies and have dinner.
Eli doesn't have a title yet, does he?
If he does, it's in Seattle.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
And I'm not sure because it's been, that's where he originally joined years ago. Let's see. Uh-oh, that went right.
Way
and,
right.
Oh, Nolan, if he'd have carried that, that'd have been ugly.
That'd have been a sure Nolan shot.
No, Nolan doesn't get that close. Come on.
Once in a blue moon.
No. Well, there ain't a blue moon out there. I can tell you that right now. No, actually, Nolan has been, you know what you're going to find, and I'll be the first one to tell you. With all the stuff that's been on his plate in the last 2 years, for him to finally clear his mind and just be able to concentrate on one thing now, I think that you're going to see the old Nolan Carruthers as far as competitive bowling very, very soon.
I agree.
I really do. And folks out there, we kid Nolan all the time, and Nolan's a player. He really is. All-around athlete, was a very good baseball player, and actually he was a professional bull rider in his younger days. So I told him, I said, I'd never do that. I'm not. You gotta be out of your mind. I ain't doing that.
I would actually love to go watch a rodeo with him. Just sit in the stands with him and go, because I'd love to hear him comment about how.
Yeah. Well, it would be like going to a fight with a prize fighter.
Right.
And of course you'd have to get out of the way because he might smoke you, but he'd give you a little jab. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to knock your head off. That's all right. But yeah, no, that you would be, because he'd give you an insight for sure.
Exactly. Just listening to him.
And the wild thing was, now I'll tell you how small the world is. One of our other members, Perry Knoll, is a rodeo judge, or he was, and he's retired now, lives in Evergreen, and he used to judge the rodeos that Nolan rode the bull in. Wow. Is that wild? It's crazy.
That is wild.
Yeah.
I think the craziest guy in all sports across the entire sports world are the rodeo clowns.
Oh, you got that right. Yeah, you got my vote. That is the one job I would do. Let me see. Here comes an 1,800-pound animal that is not happy with me. And I'm going to jump in a barrel.
I weigh 193 pounds. I ain't doing it.
No. He could hit that thing one time, I'd wind up in Iowa. That would not be good. All right, so Mikey, unfortunately, opens in the fourth. And Ely got off his hand and kind of dropped it early, leaves a 1-2-7.
Looks like he's stuck a little bit.
Close match.
He didn't know about the napkin trick either to shrink his thumb.
Oh, trust me.
I told him, I said, stick your thumb in the ball with the napkin over it, and It said it'll shrink it. And he says, wow, it worked. Yep. There you go.
Come on. Ooh, wrapped that
good try.
2-pin around the 7. So both bowlers are open in the fourth.
It'll add a little compression to your thumb and actually shrink your thumb down?
Yes.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
So they're dead tied, folks. 62 each in the fourth with both with opens. And with that 3-pin advantage, it's Ely Henry still on top. Loser of this match is going to take home $670. And then second place today is $1,239. First place, $2,379. That's a pretty good ball. Ooh, and he couldn't kick out the 7. That was a great ball. Had a lot of roll on it. I thought he'd kick that light mixer, kicked the 7 out, and he wasn't able to do so. There we go. No problem there. All right, good shot. Frame number 5, Mike Vasquez. Finish. And, ooh, he couldn't tap out the 10. Thought he was going to do a little Tita Semez there. Take the 6-pin to the wall and have it come back and just topple over on the 10. Jason Fridley, our tournament leader, to our right, now warming up. You know, being a tournament leader is good and bad. Guaranteed second place money, but you're walking onto a pair that your opponent has already bowled on. So you have to get lined up rather quickly. But right now, both of these guys are in grind mode.
Yeah.
Next week, folks, week 2 of our summer contest, by the way, where we give away, we're going to give away 2 ultimate passes to Las Vegas for our fall nationals and $1,000 spending money. We'll have a master winner and a classic winner. And then our top 10 point earners in each division will be put into a lottery-type drawing. And if they get drawn, then they get free entries for a full year in every singles event in our local tournaments in town. So a lot of guys coming out for that. Oop, just couldn't quite finish. Leaves a 10 again. And Mike actually won that last year. He got the free entries.
Free entries to a year worth of singles. That's,
yes.
Here, that's.
Oh, yeah.
That's like 40-some weeks of bowling.
That's big.
Yeah, you're close.
Big.
45, about, give or take a week or two. Depending on what Myron Mitchell, our national director, lays on me.
And how many doubles you have.
Yeah. We normally run 4 or 5 doubles a year, mostly on holiday weekends. But and then Christmas is always a bye week. And then so you're looking at about 45 singles events, either locally or in Vegas. In Vegas, we're normally there 4 times a year. So yeah, you're right. 41 tournaments in town. Okay, Mike made both of those 10 pins. Ely Henry here.
Ooh,
And
tight.
I didn't like the way he let that one go. He kind of just dropped it at the line. No follow through. Unfortunately, leaves a 6, 7, 10. This could be an ugly grind, and then you watch, and our leader will come over and they'll both start whacking it. That's
Yep.
normally the way it goes.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Ron Hall is sticking around. He wants to see who's going to wind up winning. Ron had a great weekend. Look at this! Oh! Oh!
Wow.
Great try, Ely Henry. Great try. Wow. So he's open. He's got 88 in the 6th with an open. Meanwhile, Mike Vasquez technically has 101 in the 6th.
Joe's over here saying, it's going to be a tie.
So
It's going to be a
10
tie.
pin. No, 10 pin difference right now. In Mike's favor. Maybe. Oh, crossed over. Couldn't get the 9 out. He's just right now. Ely has lost his focus. He's not throwing the ball through his target. Dropped both shots right at the foul line. So the ball's going to set up early, of course.
Did you find something?
All right, no problem with the spare. All right. 88 and a 6th with a spare and a 7th.
You get two on each.
All right, next week, AMF Bellevue on the new PBA Scorpion, which is 42 feet.
Bellevue's another popular house, so will likely be another top 8.
Sure. Oh, and by the way, let's give some kudos to Mike Diaz, who won the Super Senior event in Las Vegas. He was the high qualifier and got as low as 4th, I believe, and worked his way up and shot 278 in the championship match. Great job, Mike. Great bowler. Unfortunately, he's left-handed, but, you know. I love kidding Mike. And one of a few certified coaches that we have. In fact, he does a lot of coaching right here at Coal Creek. Mike lives right up the road here, so wasn't one able to see Mike today, but he did a great job. Congratulations to Mike Diaz. Okay. All right, no problem on the spare. I believe we got a 8-pin lead. Yep, with 3 frames to go. Anything can happen.
11, isn't it?
No. He's spotting Ely 3. So 8-pin difference.
8.
See, now if you were doing Nolan math, you'd be right on. But Nolan can't add to save his soul.
Is that why he uses a paper and a scratch pad?
No, I have bowlers that we bowl with. They laugh. They're texting Nolan all the time. How the hell is this guy up 30 pins? What are you looking at? And we just laugh.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
A mixer strike. Mike says, well, that wasn't pretty, but I'll take it. And, of course, you know Nolan. 864-1. And the one he lost, he says he went against himself. I don't know what the logic is there, but Nolan, you know.
Yeah, every week
We don't believe you, Nolan, but we like how you get to it. It's all right. We're good. Ooh, he was lucky. He only left a 4-7. That was high all the way. Ely is really not throwing the ball well this game. He's kind of on survival mode, but having a hard time keeping his focus.
Just trying to pick up easy spares and not miss them.
Well, actually, yeah, he's got 2 opens, 1 split. In those 2 opens, so actually not bad. He wrapped the 4 around a 7 that one time, but he closes frame 8, so it's still close enough that anything can happen. If he can throw a double here or punch out, throw the last 4, shoot 176 scratch. Can still shoot 202 in handicap. Force Mike to show up in the 10th. You never know. That looks pretty good.
Yeah,
awesome.
Good
Great
ball.
shot. All right, so he sets himself up with a strike in the 9th. Mike's going to finish first. And let's see, will he have a chance or will Mike lock him out? He's got a strike here in the 8th. He throws one here in the 9th, folks. It's pretty much a done deal. But an open could be disastrous, so anything's possible.
Tomahawk chop. He wants Eli. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Harry.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, couldn't get that 10-pin out. Oh, it's easy to say now. Come on. Well, Mike made a ball change, but I like the result. But he still couldn't get the ball quite the shape and take that 10-pin out. Low, late finish. Pulled it a little bit. Oh,
That's
there we go.
really going to open the game.
That's a killer.
Oops.
So now he's got to punch and hope for help.
A whole
Advantage.
lot of it. A whole lot of help.
Yep. best you can do is 200 with handicap.
Pulled that one. Got
Oh,
the
okay.
6 to carry out.
Doing a mini wave in the back here. A reverse Joe ball.
Or a reverse Ridley.
Speaking about no logic whatsoever.
Yeah.
Well, you can't spend decades with school children and
That's very true. Very true.
Uh-oh.
That looks pretty good.
Looks good.
Come on.
Oh.
Oh, man. He couldn't kick the 7-pin into the 4.
Yeah, we
That's
need
an
to
out of
change the
range.
score.
Okay.
Yep. I got it.
You got it?
9-17 at the 7th bat and change the score to 8. Slid it in.
So if he converts the spare, he shoots 167, which will give him 190. And he'll still force Ely Henry to mark in the 10th. But I'll tell you what, that missing that 10-pin in 9th was a killer. If he survives this, he's going to go buy my lottery tickets.
For everybody.
Why not? Hey, we can split it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got the pin respotted, and score has been changed, so we are ready to go. Mike's trying to figure out what his chances are here. Like I said, best he can do is 190 with handicap.
Slim.
Mike could also be debating what he wants for dinner.
That's possible. And hooks it right in. Okay. So Mike Vasquez, 167.
6. Yeah, 167. So
23, 190. Now he's got to hope for help. Hopefully that 10-pin doesn't haunt him,
Yep.
but it very well might. Okay. Ely Henry in the driver's seat. And-
Kick it
oh,
over.
come on. Had a good mixer. Put it right where he wanted. Couldn't get 7 out. So,
He needs a
here's the
spare.
situation.
It could
So
be a
if he
tie.
misses, 154.
It could be a tie.
Thank you very much.
Joe Stepniak's the one that's talking about it over here.
Is there somebody around here that can have this man evicted from the building? See, I like Eli. I like Ely Henry even more now. And you shut up.
9 pins to win, 8 to tie.
Our leader thinks this is hysterical. You know, I would like to leave in the summertime when the sun is still up. I really would.
We'll try.
We'll try.
No guarantee.
You got that right. All right, so Ely Henry.
Other side.
Nope, he's good. He's good. All right, Mike Vasquez is going to take third place money. $670.
Oh, we got a tie.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do. 190.
Do we really?
Yes, we do.
190 each.
Unbelievable.
164, 190.
I can roll a couple balls now.
Joe Stepniak
Why not?
said it was going to happen.
I know. Well, Joe is leaving the building right now.
We would hope so.
There is a truck in the parking lot waiting for him. So we're going to reset it, folks. And we're going to begin all over again. Mike Vasquez survives. Ely Henry gets an 8 count to tie. So much for an early
You
dinner.
should have got 9, not 8.
I hate you even more. All right, so
So we need to
he's
get.
going to lead again. He's going to lead again. We're going to flip the screens and he'll lead again. We're
going to step aside real quick here,
Okay.
folks, while they get this reset, and we'll be right back with Round 3, take 2.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do our semifinal match one more time. Ely Henry, Mike Vasquez, both bowlers tied 190 with handicap. And so this is the encore performance. Ely with a 3-pin advantage in handicap. And boom, great shot, good start. All right.
As Rubio says, you joke too much about ties, you get a tie.
Yeah, no doubt. It's it's Murphy's Law. I hate Murphy. Finish. Well, just leaves a 1-2. Bonus coverage.
Thanks to Joe.
Thanks to Joe Stubniak. All right, no problem with the 1-2. That looks pretty good. Well, let's sit. Oh, no. Went right through the face at the end. Big 4. Ow. All right, get 2 and move on.
They're really starting to dry out a lot more.
Sure. All right, gets us 2. So Mike's got 24 in the second when it open. Here's a great opportunity for Ely to really surge ahead quickly. He can double here with a 3-pin advantage. Can get a quick 20-some pin lead.
That looks
That looks
good.
pretty good.
Oh, man.
Can't get the mixer. He double teamed the wrong pin. 7 still standing. I liked it.
I did.
See, actually, what they're doing now, they've already figured this out. They're going to make this look like they're actually trying, and they're going to tie again. They're going to drive me crazy.
No. I have to be up early in the morning.
Well, then you better talk to these guys. I mean, I can just pass out, wake up Tuesday. I don't care.
No more ties, guys. Come on. No ties. I have to be up early in the morning. Billy Joe, go home.
Joe replies with, not my problem. He's got a big grin on his face over there.
I think that's gas.
Wow.
All right, third frame. Set.
Whoa.
Ooh, very lucky.
Got
Oh,
the
look at
next
that.
one out. Got the 10
Just
out.
leave the 6. That was real lucky. Yeah, if Philip David starts to lean to the left, then I know we're in trouble. And then it'll slowly just creep right across the table here. And you'll be seeing some live pictures and 3 passed out individuals behind the cameras.
Except I'm sitting under the vent, so they're all going that way.
Oh, come on.
We're talking about Stepniak. Now, right? He defies anything logical. All right, we got a spare there, so strike and 2 spares for Ely Henry.
Again, I'm going to defend him here and say it can't really be his fault after how many decades with school children. You know, all of those sensors just get fried out.
Hey, it didn't stop.
I'm trying to defend you here, okay?
It didn't stop the government from purposely auditing him for the last 30 years. Great shot. All right, here we go, folks. Jason's foaming at the mouth over here. He's going, will you guys finish so I can bowl?
It's like I'm
Get out
tired
of
of practicing.
I have only had a championship match tie once. No, twice. I take
Twice.
that back. Von Hortenau and Stepniak at Broadway, I believe. And then years ago, 2 girls, Debbie Cameron and Debbie Baker, at AAA Bowl in Aurora.
Right.
Well, you had
Debbie Cameron is
The
a good
killer
friend.
was Debbie Baker leaves the 4-7-9-10, has to get 1 pin, and threw it right down the middle, didn't get anything. And they had a bowl again. That's when I said, you tied this time, ladies, we're flipping a 2-headed coin. I'm calling it, we're out of here. That was like 1988, almost 30 years ago.
Year after I graduated
What, grade school?
high school.
Oh,
87.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was hysterical, too. I figured there's no way they're going to tie again. Debbie was so far ahead. And then again, she only needed 1 pin.
Well, it was at this house here that we had 2 300s thrown in the same game,
Yep.
and it came down to handicap to decide the winner.
Adam Miller, Isaac Hernandez.
Yeah, Adam Miller, Isaac Hernandez. I watched that.
I don't know if we'll ever see that again. Both bowlers with the front 9. And then, of course, the bowler that finishes first punches for 300, and he's got the handicap advantage, and poor Isaac's going, I got the front 9 and I can't win. I can shoot 300 and I can't win. That's hard.
Yeah, it
But
was.
And then he did.
you get two really good bowlers lined up. And the funny part was he got an 8 count on a fill ball in the first match to put it into a tie, and then both bowlers came out locked. Crazy, but that's bowling. Okay, frame 4. Let's see if he can double. Moved in a little bit more. Oh, and he almost tripped that out. He's 4-7. I liked what he did. Moved his feet left, trying to get what little conditioner is left in the middle part of the lane, get the ball to delay. That looks pretty good. All right. All right, Mike Vasquez, 44 in the third with a spare. And Ely Henry, 49. No, actually, he could go 59 in the third with a spare. So he's up 18 pins. And
That
how's
looks
this
pretty
look?
good. Kick it.
And mixed it again, but this time he leaves the 5. But on this condition, at this point, I'm taking 9 spare all day. Unless you're bowling Ron Hall or Oscar Wilde and get your brains beaten. That was by far the best match of the day so far.
That was.
It was
a
really good.
match. Hold,
All
hold.
right, Ely makes the 5 pin because he didn't want to owe everybody that's in the bowling center a beer that had their hand up.
That was one of them.
That saved him about $170, I would think.
I was one of them.
Nah, you lie. You're just trying to get a freebie.
The bartender had her hand up.
Yeah, well, wow. Okay. I guess she doesn't want to be bored.
Nope.
All right, frame 5, Ely Henry. Can he get a strike? Oh, he pulled it.
Brooklyn.
And,
Yeah,
oh, and he
gotta
carries
carry.
it, of course. The one that he didn't like, he carries. The 2 light ones that he liked didn't carry, so. So we got 78 in the 4th with a strike in the 5th for Ely.
Ely, does that dance have a name?
It's the Henry.
It's the pee-pee dance, he says.
I am not touching it. Not a chance.
Me neither.
Not a chance. Yeah, Mike's got to get. He threw a good ball in here the last time.
That
And
looked
there he
real
goes
good.
again.
That was good.
All right, he's got to get 17 figured out. 17's hooking up on him, and he did make a move the last time. Went left with his feet, but he just couldn't get the ball down lane long enough. See what he does on this one.
Looks like he switched balls to pin up.
Can he get a double? Will it finish? Little light. 278.
Depends on who you bowl, either 2 or 4.
Let's see. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Ooh, he couldn't get the 7. All right, so he's open. 92 in the 6th, I believe. Yep, 92 in the 6th open. Another great opportunity for Ely Henry here. He's got a strike in the 5th. He can double here against Mike's open. Take a big lead with 4 frames left. Pulled it.
Hold it.
Oh, and he throws an Oscar Wying for a double.
He splits the Red Sea.
Wow.
That was a good pirouette.
So thank God there's no points for running shots out and stuff. I'd have an issue with that. But bottom line is he gets a double. Boy, he can really ice it now, boy.
Yes.
Throw a good shot and carry. Let's see what we got. Crossed it over, leaves the 310.
He'll be out here and win my best guess.
So I guess he's going to phone in the championship match, is what I'm guessing. Okay. Can he make the 310? Looks pretty good.
Looks good.
Yes.
Got it.
Excellent shot. All right. 126 in the 6th with a spare.
That's a huge lead.
He's up 37 pins with 4 frames to go. Mikey could sure use a couple in a row here. And mix it. Oh, can't get the 10 out.
I like how the 7 just slid off into the gutter but stayed upright.
Fortunately, it's out of play. He doesn't have to worry about it. There you go.
He got that one.
Where was that the last game?
Yeah.
All right, so spares in the 7th. Okay, both bowlers with 3 left. Mike's down 37. Time to rock and roll. Set. And he could kick the 9 out. Looked like that pin, the belly of that pin was going to come around and take it right out, and it fell off the back of the deck. And the best he can do is 191 scratch. All right. So 111. 111 in the 7th, spare in the 8th.
9 o'clock.
Get up. Come on. There we go. We finally get one that mixes.
Got a light.
All right.
Carry.
So 146 in the 7th, strike in the 8th. It's up 38. Can extend it to 48 with a double. Well, the fat lady ain't singing, but she's humming.
Yes, she is.
Ninth frame. Ely Henry. Great
Oh,
shot.
Wow.
And folks, that pretty much does it. That was a key shot. Puts him up like 40-some pins with 2 to go. He can shoot 2-0 without a mark in the 10th. And the best Mike can do is 181 with handicap. So Mike
All in
Vasquez
that.
is going to finish in third place today, taking home a total of $670. And so, of course, since he's mathematically been eliminated, he will now throw the last four.
Yep. 250.
$191 scratch is the best he can do. Finish. Nope. 2-8. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your championship match today is going to be Jason Fridley of North Glen against Ely Henry of Lafayette. Once this match has been officially settled, we'll step aside, take a short break, and we'll be back for the championship match. Will it finish?
Oh.
Nope.
Nope.
All right, so 158 for Mike, unfortunately, or 159. 182 at handicap. Match is already over, but I don't know if he ran out of gas or what, but
I think
Ely Henry's going to move on. So our top two seeded players remain.
That looks good.
Good
Looks
shot.
Real good.
Yep. Well, and I would do the same thing. I want to stay lined up. Don't want to lose focus. Got one match to go. And that's an $1,100 pot game right there. So, again, Mike Vasquez will take home $670 with 10% of the mega pot.
Oh, he went right with that
Wow.
one. Whoa.
Yeah, he wheeled it badly.
That looks good.
Yep. All right.
Good finish.
All right.
219.
Good game. 245 with handicap. Beats Mike Vasquez at 182. So when we come back, folks, our top two players will bowl one game for the title. Our top seeded player, Jason Fridley of North Glen, against our second seeded player, Ely Henry of Lafayette. And again, we're here at Coal Creek Lanes in Lafayette, and we'll be back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Lasorsa here at Coal Creek Lanes in Lafayette for our championship match. It's going to feature Ely Henry, although he's been bowling with us for quite some time. He's never won a title in the Denver branch, but he's got 7 titles in the Seattle-Tacoma branch in the Great Northwest, and he's going up against Jason Fridley, our tournament leader out of North Glen. Jason with 4 titles, trying to go for number 5 and tying the master, Gary Fridley. And Mike, all right, Mike is dressed, ready to go. And so we're going to begin. So Ely, go ahead and shake hands, gentlemen, and we're going to begin our championship match. Bowled good today, buddy. But I knew that 10-pin was going to haunt you.
I had a thumb issue and just didn't even notice it. Didn't realize
Wow.
it.
Okay.
I saw you adjusting bandages or gauze or something.
Yeah,
I wasn't
no,
sure what it was.
I had
but-
added a piece on the inside to snug it up in the first match, and then kind of got some goo going inside there, and I took that down, and it was still. That's when I had to switch it out, and created some bad things.
All right, here we go. Frame number 1. That might not finish. Nope. 1, 2, 8, 9. That's different. Okay.
So who
Definitely
has
seen some different stuff.
Really?
who has the advantage here? Ely coming off
Ely,
of
that's a
multiple
fight.
games, or
Well, yeah.
or
He's-
Jason with a fresh arm?
No. Not necessarily true. The early advantage is to the player that's been bowling on the pair.
Yeah.
So Good speed. And, oh, he can't get the 8 out, so he's open.
I don't know if Jason appreciated me doing his picking him as my click, but
Well, somebody's got to stop the
Hey,
curse.
that's right. It's tough. It's tough to come in after sitting.
It is. It really is.
The lane's changed a lot.
Sure.
It's changed a lot from when you last bowled.
And even the pair he's practicing on
Oh,
could be
yeah.
totally different from the pair that he's
Oh,
got to move
and
up
definitely
to.
that was today was
Sure.
completely. It was almost like it was flooded.
Okay, frame number 1. Will it hold? Nope. Goes through the face. 4, 7, 10. Jason's last title, I believe, Arapahoe Bowl, 2016. That was his 4th title. His dad, Gary, with 5. And, of course, Ely with 7, all out of Seattle.
Oh, tugged it a little.
No. All right,
All right.
so
Takes him a couple to get the jitters out.
Of course.
At least not a mark on the other side, you know.
and he's so excited that he doesn't have to bowl you. All right, frame number 2. That's better. Let it finish. See, that's what I've noticed the biggest thing, Mike. Speed sensitivity on this pattern's unbelievable. If they threw the ball just a little bit too hard, the ball did nothing.
Yeah.
And if you relax and throw the ball well like that, it's got a great finish to it.
Yeah.
Lenny Nunez showed us that.
Yeah. No, that's you had to get your swing in a nice place.
Nice ball.
Even
Right.
through the ball.
Yeah.
And then you had great back in, and if
Yeah.
anything else would just make it look like it was over and under was tremendous.
Yeah.
And the surprising thing was, you know, if you tried to force it down, how?
Well, I know the one time I noticed that you moved your feet, especially on 17, because it looked to me like 17 was starting to blow up a little bit earlier. And but you missed your target right, and it was like a whole different world. The ball never even had a chance to set up, and I went,
Right.
wow. He moved like 2 or 3 boards left with his feet, and the ball didn't recover at all.
And truthfully, on that shot, that should have told me what was going on. With the
we go.
tightness of the thumb, I was shortening my arm to get it off my hand and kind of snapping it. And obviously, when you make that move in like that, then the ball just DOA. You know, it's
Yeah,
just gone
sure.
because your angles. There's nothing on it.
Yeah.
You're not laying it out there at all. And I missed it. You know, it was surprising when I made that little move. The result, and I just didn't think.
Sure.
The basics. The game always comes down to the basics, you know.
See if Jason can double here and hang with Ely.
He's been smooth all
Set.
day, so
That leaves a 310.
I think he'll settle in and make it.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Ooh, a little off balance. Nope.
I didn't see what was our pin difference in this
5.
one. 5.
In Ely's
Well,
favor.
they've been close all day.
Yeah.
Other than
Except for poor Ron, who had a spot
Where'd he
on
go? Where's he at? He's around here
147
somewhere.
pins.
ran him down in the first 4 frames.
Well, I thought I did.
Yeah.
And then
You
I-
did.
I looked up after making that 5 pin, and I was surprised I was only up by 10.
Come on, let's Jason throw another good shot. He
There we
has
go.
Better
There we
look
go.
on the left lane, but a little light, but only leaves it 2. Do you know Mike Diaz at all, Ron?
Mike Diaz.
Yeah. Yeah, you heard he won the Super Senior out in Vegas.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
even hear he made the cut.
He was a qualifier, tournament leader, and I think they told me he got down as low as 4th, and then worked his way
Worked
back
his
up.
way
Shot
back up.
278 championship.
Jerry
match.
Smith finished 13th.
Did he? Very good.
So he missed the cut to top the finals
Oh.
by, I think it was 10 pins.
Yeah, and last week's winner, Ron Hostler, was out there, but I didn't hear how he did. So our guys were well represented for the first leg. And is it Senior Masters
Masters next, yep.
or regular Masters next week? And
Then the Open.
then the Open. So, yeah, Ron's out there for 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, obviously, so is Mike and Jerry. Maybe. You never know with Jerry.
He's definitely staying for the Masters. He didn't say if
Good.
he was going to.
Yeah. All right, washout.
Probably
1, 2,
hit.
4,
I mean,
10.
I want to say that he did well, finishing 13th.
Well, I would think so.
Surprisingly.
I don't think so.
The Colorado bowlers should just get a timeshare out there. Just get a.
We'll have to call Gabe. Just say, Gabe, go ahead and buy that townhome you were thinking about, and just give us each a key, and we'll let you know how things are going. We can watch it for him.
Absolutely. I'll volunteer.
Yeah, I figured you would. Great
Nice
shot.
cover.
Very nice.
Once I'm retired, I'll have more time to spend out there, too.
Yeah. You counting the days yet?
Not really counting the days. I'm done.
I'm done, he
I'm
says.
just waiting for the official.
There you go. So you're pulling a Kenneth Reynolds on me is what you're saying.
Amen.
Yeah.
I have listened to
How many
my
years?
brother.
How many years?
It'll be over 30 years.
Wow,
total
good for you.
service.
Congratulations.
Thank
A lot of years of service.
Ooh. So did you dig that little recruiting job that you had a couple of years ago?
you. I did actually
Did you?
like it. I didn't want to leave, but since I got selected for promotion, they're like, oh, you got to go.
Sure, sure.
It all worked out, I
Yeah.
guess.
All right, come on, Ely. Keep closing frames here. That's no problem there.
I got to go to Korea and work with some great people, make new friends down in the city of Busan, and then I got to come back here. So
Life is good.
life is great.
All right, let's see if Jason Fridley can make his life great here. I throw it a
He
couple.
needs to start, start making
Put some
a run
pressure
at him.
on Ely Henry here.
That looks
Well,
good.
it's set.
Oh, wow.
He's getting closer, but he still needs to tweak that. Got a fairly good look to the pocket.
Seems like he needs to go a little bit deeper.
I agree.
to get
Yep.
that-
Yeah.
that
Yep.
ball come up.
Yeah. All right, no problem.
Cover.
Is Eli the one that used to bowl in like Washington area or something?
Yeah, Ely is a 7-time champion out of Seattle, Tacoma. But he's been here for quite a while because he's been in Denver now for probably 6, 8 years, maybe longer. Well, let's sit. Oh!
There, he found it.
He pulls an Oscar. There we go. Yep. We have the Stepniak Joe Ball, and now we have the Oscar, the cave-in.
Going to get a little statue for that one, too?
I don't, what would it look like? You know, something like that.
Picture of Ron crying.
Oh, that's horrible.
That's horrible, dude. You go 240 straight.
Oh, wow. That was a great shot. Great shot
Yeah.
for a 9. Wow.
And that is where this thing got to late. Like those semis, when the Pat lanes got to this condition, it was rough.
Oh, yeah. I was watching you guys. and I
Oh,
went,
man.
wow.
I mean, who'd have thought the cut for the finals at 22?
22 for top 8.
When we just went 69.
Right.
And then
69
and then what was the next one?
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was 77. That's right,
Okay.
77. So what a drop in,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
in the next block, in the
Sure,
next 3 games.
Sure.
And it was amazing how different the pairs were because I crossed
Oh,
1
yeah.
and 2, and that was super flying, and then the next pair had the ball back up. And it was
Yep,
right.
yep.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God help us. Finish. Wow, he did it again.
It is him.
I don't know if he's stepping out of his shot or what, but it's
I
another washout.
I think he's getting a little too much push on the ball. And it just blows through its
Right.
hook point.
Right. Another key shot here. If he goes open, it might can double.
Got it.
Yes. Excellent shot.
I thought it went around.
I did. Amazing.
I did too.
And
Changed the
he's
die kind of
battling.
at the end.
He's battling. 101 in the 6th with a spare in the 7th.
Yeah,
I
double
tell
here.
you
A
what.
double here really makes this a
Oh,
match.
it makes it, yeah, very, very close. He'll probably still be down on Mark because he's spotting him 5, but yeah, he can get real close now. Will it sit?
Brookie. Oh,
All right. 6-10. My favorite spare. Chop this puppy 9 times out of 10. Especially at Arapahoe. You know, if that place ever blows up, I'm going to be like the #1 suspect.
Well, especially now that you've said that.
No, most people already know, actually. But okay,
Yeah.
good shot. All right. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing that Fred Gensch taking the ball and center back to 40 lanes, new
oh wow.
synthetics.
Yeah.
It's going to be cool. It's going to be nice.
It's good to see an independent one expanding.
Yep. Well, he started out as a 40, but
Yep.
he told me at the time that he was doing it that he really never pulled
No.
an entire shift one night. So, of course, being a proprietor, how can I maximize my
Yep.
space, get some revenue in here? So he said, well, I'll knock it down to a 32 and put an arcade in, small ball and all that.
Yep.
But the popularity of that center right now is peaking tremendously. It's
Yeah.
by far the
I think in general a lot of bowling is growing, and
oh yeah,
So we'll have 40 teams in the NFL league?
and we already have 40 teams, and we're on a waiting list once again. Can you believe that?
Oh, wow.
So we're going to have 32 NFL teams, and we're going to have
right,
8 college teams.
teams.
That's how we're working it out.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
The next question.
Yep.
So this
Isn't
is
that
going to be
crazy?
bizarre, to say the least.
Oh yeah.
So we'll have to get Carol to sit in one afternoon and say, okay, Carol, how does this work?
College teams are going to get a little bit of handicap.
The thing that's going to be
Yeah, there you
interesting,
go.
yeah, the thing that's going to be interesting with it is the playoff format.
Oh, sure.
What's
Yeah,
going to happen?
and that's
I mean,
the key, and that's what everybody's going to want to know.
Yeah.
What's going to be the difference?
Divisions. It would almost be better if we probably just expanded the NFL to another. Each divisions into each one. Yeah,
Well, if you got 32, and then you go to
So-
40, basically you got 8 fives.
So add 4 teams to each conference.
There we're talking. Yeah, there's a
and
number of
create
different
your
ways
own
they were
name for
doing
your
it.
team. And
Yeah. No, they want you to be a college team.
Yep. So what we voted on?
Oh. Okay, so we got 128 open in the 8th.
We just got real
Wow.
close.
There's a few college teams that could give a few NFL teams a
Oh,
run for their
absolutely,
money.
no doubt about it.
I'd take Alabama over New Orleans.
Duh. I'll take Morehead State over the Saints right now.
Come on, man. Everybody down on Breeze, huh?
No, I tell you
All
what.
because of one lucky Minnesota play.
Yeah, and that's no lie. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Ooh. Hi. Now, Drew Brees has had a hell of a career. I don't care what anybody says. He has nothing to be ashamed of. He's been awesome. I just want to see my boy Carson Wentz come back for the Eagles and come back healthy.
Yep.
They say he's rehabbing like crazy, and he's actually doing OTAs already. So
That's good. There we go. He covers 6'10".
all right, 128
Yeah,
in the 8th, sparing the 9th. It
I
is
think
the
the
grind.
fatigue is setting in on him too. You start getting a little bit off in your steps, and
Sure.
timing gets a little different. And unfortunately, that's where the muscle comes in and changes everything.
Well, and to be honest with you, too, the more seasoned players are used to blocks of games.
Right.
They're physically ready to deal with that, as opposed to, amateur recreational guys that don't normally get into that situation.
Right.
You'll see exactly what's happening now. There you
There
go.
it is.
Great shot. Great shot.
Holy
Here we go.
moly. It is on.
Will the Sledgester curse live on?
I don't
will
think
it
so.
end?
I think it's going to end. And it'll just be Nolan. Hasn't picked the winner yet, or has he picked one?
The last
I
thing
know
he-
there for a while.
I think
there
the
that
last thing he picked was his
If
nose,
Nolan
I
picked you,
think.
you just packed your stuff and went home.
Well, yeah, people were begging him. Pick somebody else. They're throwing money at him, actually. Nolan, he was getting quite a piece of change there.
Oh,
for a while.
yeah. We do call him pay window for a reason.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah. All right, will he get this double here?
Yeah, this
This is
big.
huge.
He doubles. He can almost
Sit.
close it
Sit.
out. He got-
Yes.
Whoa.
Great shot. Excellent. Biggest ball of the match by far.
I know that voice.
I think
Well, he throws this one. It's
I think it's over.
sayonara.
Yep. That closes him out.
Sure.
Even Ely's over there joking.
Uh-oh. That can't be good.
Okay, so 9 spare, we could have a tie.
Don't, no. Ron, don't do this to me. Don't
Are you
do it.
serious?
Don't even go there.
You guys are demons.
Demons.
I don't want to go to bed, but
Oh, toll call. It's the Internal Revenue Service. All right. The biggest ball in the match right now, folks.
Yep.
Kenny double in the 10th. Oh, he pulled it. And no. All right, 10 pin. So here we go. So let's see what we got. He can go, if he converts it, he's got 183 and 21.
204.
204.
The peanut galleries keep talking about the dreaded T word back there.
Yeah,
I keep
I know.
hearing it.
And he does. What he has done right now, folks, he's forced Ely Henry to punch out.
yep.
If he punches out, we have a tie. And Joe Stepniak is a dead man.
Well, I don't know. Ron's one that called this one.
Now, Ron was just stating the obvious. Yeah. All right. Come on. Big ball. And will it hold? Will it hold?
Oh, it picked up.
And-
Oh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. Jason Fridley
My
wins
curse
title
is-
number 5.
My curse is broke.
And the Sledgester curse is over. You believe that? Now, is it true that he has now tied you, Mr. Fridley, for titles? Okay. All right. So,
I thought didn't he pick Hostler last week?
who? Him? No.
No.
Oh.
No, I picked Noah.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
Yeah, he
that's right.
picked
You went Noah.
Actually, none of us picked Ron, if I
No,
remember.
nobody picked Ron. No, Noah was on such a roll. He won 2 tournaments already, and then this was his third.
Yeah, because he won the scratch tournament at Centennial.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, there it is. Oh, they
Ely's going to
finished.
finish up.
Wow.
All right, great job. Ely's going to go home second place, taking home $1,239. And our champion today, title number 5, Jason Fridley, $2,379. So we've been talking to him for a while, so we'll get him back here real quick, yak at him, and then we're heading out, and we're going to go eat before I start eating furniture.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Lasorsa here with ABT champion Jason Fridley. Jason's 5th title, and he's now tied his dad, Gary. So the family feud lives on.
The family feud will live on. Well, he's always had me by one.
I know.
It's like he gets one, then I get one, and then he gets another one again. So so he's next.
Yeah, and he's going to tell you that, too.
Oh, he will, definitely.
Good job. It was great. That turned out to be a grind, but
Yeah, it was a grind, and it was a grind for me this weekend. I know when we were bowling the semis, my second game, I had 2, maybe 3 strikes that whole game. Everything else was just two pins here, 1 pin there,
Yeah,
and
okay.
just banging out the spares.
Well, I loved your first shot in the 10th on lane 17. That was probably the best ball that you threw.
Yes.
By far. I mean, it was a great shot.
It was right in there.
And that pretty much sealed it. And by you making that 10-pin and fill ball, you forced Ely to punch just to beat you. And that means a lot sometimes.
It does. It does.
So, pretty crazy. But what were you using today?
I was using Hypercell Fuse.
Okay.
That's what I started with, and then I really wasn't liking the reaction. Then I went back to my Hypercell.
Okay. Excellent. Good job. 2 versatile balls, Hypercell Fuse being one of the newer ones. And how do you like it so far?
Yes, I like it really good. I know it slides down there, and it has a really good cut at the back end.
Sweet. All right. That's going to do it for us here, folks. He's gonna arm wrestle his dad for the rest of the money.
Yes, I know. Well, the mom has all the checks right now, so.
Well, mom's winning.
Oh, and before we get off, I want to say hi to my sisters, one in Texas and the other one in Lakewood. So, hi.
One's called you, the other one's probably getting
Yes,
ready.
the one called me, and the other one, well, she might hear in a little while or text me.
All right. That'll do it for us here, folks. Again, great job. Chris Meska, General Manager at Coal Creek Lanes, another great job. Good turnout in spite of the fact we had 2 monster tournaments back-to-back weeks. We still did great and had a top 8 format again this week. So,
and it's time to take some time off. Because I've been bowling straight since middle of April or something. Just
right through the leagues, and then we just kept right on going.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we will see you next week at AMF Bellevue. Again, we're on the new PBA Scorpion 42 feet. So for champion Jason Fridley, I'm Nick Lasorsa, producer Scott Sledgister, Nolan, and Michelle at home. Recoup, Michelle, glad to hear everything went well. And Nolan, you take care of that lovely bride, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Have a great week, folks.